Here's something that might surprise you. The Galaxy Z Fold 8 isn't just a slightly updated version of last year's Fold. There are actually two book-style foldable phones in this lineup. The Galaxy Z Fold 8 and the Z Fold 8 Ultra. And they look genuinely different from each other. Case images spotted in the Wireless Power Consortium database, picked up by 9to5 Google, show the two phones side by side. The Z Fold 8, which is being called the wide version in some filings, is dramatically wider than the Ultra. We're talking almost square, like a small tablet folded in half. That's a huge shift from the tall, narrow book-style shape the Fold series has used for the past 7 years. The Galaxy Z Fold 8 Ultra, on the other hand, keeps that traditional portrait orientation, tall and narrow when unfolded. So these aren't just two versions of the same phone with different camera systems or screen sizes. They're genuinely different devices aimed at different kinds of buyers. If you want a more compact tablet experience when the phone is open, the Z Fold 8 Wide is probably for you. If you want something closer to the classic Fold look, but with more powerful specs, that's where the Ultra comes in. Battery and charging. Now let's talk about something that's actually good news across the board. Korean tipster Lanzuk on Naver, backing up a previous report from the well-known leaker Ice Universe, has shared battery and charging details for the full lineup. The Z Fold 8 Ultra is getting a 5000 mAh battery with 45-watt wired charging. The Galaxy Z Fold 8 Wide is getting 4800 mAh, also with 45-watt wired charging. And the Galaxy Z Flip 8 is getting 45-watt wired charging too, which is a jump up from just 25-watt on the Z Flip 7. That last one is worth highlighting. Going from 25-watt to 45-watt on the Flip is a significant speed improvement for a phone that a lot of people use as their everyday device. For the Z Fold models, 45-watt wired charging puts them in a more competitive spot compared to other flagship phones on the market. On the wireless side, the official cases which were found in the LUPC database feature a magnetic ring for Qi2 wireless charging. The Fold models support up to 20-watt wireless charging through these official cases. The Flip 8 cases are certified up to 15-watt wirelessly. So across the whole foldable lineup, charging is getting a meaningful upgrade. No privacy display. Okay, now we get to the part that a lot of people are going to have opinions about. Ice Universe, who has a strong track record when it comes to Samsung leaks, confirmed on X this week that none of the foldable phones, not the Z Fold 8, not the Z Fold 8 Ultra, and not the Z Flip 8, will have a privacy display. This came directly in response to a question from a Korean user asking whether the Fold 8 would include the feature. Ice Universe's reply was clear. The Z Fold 8, Z Fold 8 Ultra, and Z Flip 8 do not have privacy screens. Now, if you haven't seen the privacy display on the Galaxy S26 Ultra in action, here's how it works. You know those plastic privacy screens you can buy for your laptop or phone from Amazon? The ones that make your screen look dark to anyone sitting beside you. Samsung has built that same concept directly into the display hardware of the S26 Ultra. There's a filter layer inside the panel itself, almost like tiny vertical blinds sitting inside the glass. That filter physically blocks light from traveling sideways, so only the person directly in front of the screen can see what's on it. And you can adjust it, from slightly hazy all the way to a full blackout. You can even apply it selectively, for example, just covering your PIN input or certain notifications while keeping the rest of the screen visible normally. It sounds like a small thing until you actually use it. And honestly, for anyone who uses their phone on a crowded train, in a busy office, or anywhere in public with a big screen, it's genuinely useful. The fact that the Z Fold 8 won't have it is a real omission. Because think about it, the whole point of a foldable phone is that you have a massive screen. A big tablet-like display is the entire selling point. And a big screen is exactly where you'd most want a privacy feature like this. But the Ultra still has some impressive specs. To be fair, the Z Fold 8 Ultra is shaping up to be a powerhouse in other areas. Ice Universe has previously reported that the Ultra will feature a significantly enhanced screen resolution compared to past Fold models. It's also expected to carry a 200 megapixels main camera and a new 50 megapixels ultra-wide camera. That's a big camera system for a foldable phone. And powering all of this will be the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chipset, the fastest mobile processor available at the time of launch. So on paper, the Z Fold 8 Ultra is going to be competitive with the best flagship phones out there, camera and performance-wise. It's just missing one of the most original hardware features Samsung has come up with in years. What about the price? Here's where things get uncomfortable. The Z Fold 7 launched at $1,999.99 in the United States. The S26 Ultra, which has the privacy display, starts at $1,299. That's a $700 difference, in favor of the S26 Ultra being cheaper, while having a feature the Fold doesn't. Now, foldable phones have always cost more because of the folding display technology involved. That's understood. But paying a premium and still missing out on one of the most interesting hardware innovations Samsung has introduced recently, that's going to be a harder sell. There's been some speculation about why the privacy screen didn't make it to the Fold lineup. Maybe adding it would push the price even higher than it already is. Maybe the ultra-thin glass used in foldable displays makes it technically difficult to include that filter layer. Or maybe Samsung simply decided it makes more sense on a flat phone with a wide full-width screen than on the tall, narrow cover display of a Fold. Whatever the reason, don't expect it to make the phone cheaper. Samsung has previously leaned on the privacy display as justification for the S26 Ultra's pricing. They'll likely find a way to justify the Z Fold 8 price too, pointing to the cameras, the display quality, the chipset, and the form factor itself. Case listings confirm the names are final. One last detail worth mentioning. Case listings from a manufacturer called Yachuan on the WPC database show cases for 3 phones: the Z Flip 8, the Z Fold 8, and the Z Fold 8 Ultra. With the launch event likely just weeks away, these listings are essentially confirming that these are the final names Samsung is going with. These listings tend to disappear quickly. They usually don't stay on the certified products list for more than a week or two. But they were there long enough to confirm both the branding and the charging specs. So here's where we stand right now. The Z Fold 8 series is confirmed. It's coming soon, and it's shaping up to be 2 very different phones targeting very different buyers. The battery and charging upgrades are genuinely welcome across the whole lineup. The specs on the Ultra look strong. Great camera system, top chipset, improved display resolution. But the missing privacy screen is a real conversation starter, especially at this price point. Is that a deal breaker for you? Or do you care more about the cameras, the battery, and the overall experience? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video useful, hit the like button. Subscribe so you don't miss the full review when Samsung officially announces these phones at Unpacked. There's a lot more watching, and goodbye.